Today, gentlemen, is a very important day in our country's history. Today is National Donut Day.
Oh.
Day that should be celebrated. There's a lot of national days out there. This is a product that's, I think, been great for everybody. Now, I did some research. There's lots of stories you can find out there about the first person to invent the donut. A lot of people in the military, they had them as like serviceable food to get done. But back in the 1920s in New York City, donuts were kind of the poor man's food with coffee just to get it done. They were kind of greasy. They weren't, they were easy to make. They were very low cost. But then a gentleman named Adolf Levitt in the 1920s in New York City opened up a donut shop just outside from the theater crowds at night in New York. And theater crowds used to get in line and ask for his donuts. He couldn't mass produce them, so he was there's always a big line, which caused a bigger line. According to the Smithsonian, he invented a machine that mass-produced donuts at his place, a cutter and a baking system, frying system. By 1931, the New Yorker did a feature on a cool donut shop off Broadway where you could get donuts. This got nationwide attention, and this guy's became Mr. Donut. Adolf Levitt's machine, by the mid-30s, were earning him $25 million a year in revenue because he copywrote the system to make it. But then the donut went worldwide in 1934 at the Chicago World's Fair when donuts were the rage for people all over the world to get them and try. So Adolf Levitt and the people of the World Fair in 1934.
I wonder what would happen back then if you left the house without a hat on. Are you shunned? Or like what happens if you don't have like some kind of gangster hat?
So this is where Broadway was. His donut shop would be right down there. This is an example of a small-time donut shop. It's right in front of the Broadway shop.
Pretty good deal.
You walk in there and get them.
2 for a nickel, yeah, go for it.
25 cents for a dozen. National Donut Day, Dan. Plan accordingly. Gentlemen, as we continue to celebrate National Donut Day, here is a box of donuts. If you could pick one donut from this box, I'm going to start with you, McLovin. You've been quiet. Which would the one donut you would take?
I'll go simple with the that sugared one up at the top
Left corner, kind of
May have a little cinnamon to it.
a possible cinnamon situation. Todd, I'll go to you next.
My initial thought was one of those chocolate ones in the front right of the box there, but since there's like at least 3 of them that look exactly the same, there's something unique and special about that raspberry, blueberry looking one.
I think it's blueberry.
I have no idea if I'll even like it, but because it's the only one of its kind, I feel compelled to grab that before anyone else does.
Dan, I'm going to go next. Top right corner, I did some research. That's lemon cake, and I'm going with that one.
The blueberry one looks like it's a kidney or something.
Thanks.
Has anybody seen my kidney? Anybody?
You're not going to ruin National Donut Day, Dan.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
I would go with the chocolate one.
Yeah, the
if
hammer.
I was able to have that.
The hammer. The
I
staple.
would take that. I wouldn't be able to eat it. Not the coconut. Can't do coconut.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.